It was supposed to be an ordinary evening in South Gulf Cove, a picturesque neighborhood in Port Charlotte, Florida, where families gathered for dinner and neighbors exchanged friendly hellos. But on January 26, 2025, one home became the stage for a tragedy so brutal that it would forever haunt the community.
Tell me exactly what had happened.
I did it with a gun. I already told my family member to take care of them because I know I'm going to go to jail. I am so sorry. I don't know why this life is so hard. I wish I could go back in time, but I can't.
He was upset, especially when he knew that she doesn't want to be with him, that she wanna separate from him because her whole life it was controlling.
Rogelio Prestol, 46, was a familiar figure in South Gulf Cove, known to neighbors as a man whose quiet demeanor masked the simmering storms within. For months, a corrosive suspicion gnawed at him. Reports indicate that he believed his wife, Gisandra Prestol, 40, was entangled in secret communications on social platforms such as TikTok and Telegram, a belief that slowly transformed into an obsession. The seeds of doubt, nurtured by every whispered conversation and every furtive glance, set the stage for the unthinkable. That fateful evening, tensions reached their boiling point. Rogelio's demand was simple yet damning. He insisted on gaining access to Gisandra's phone and bank accounts to uncover evidence of betrayal. What began as an argument quickly spiraled out of control when Gisandra refused to surrender her privacy. As voices escalated and the air grew thick with desperation, the unthinkable happened. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. In a split-second decision that would forever alter their lives, Gisandra made a desperate attempt to flee, her only hope to escape an impending storm. She scrambled toward the window, her heart pounding with the terror of a cornered prey. But in that moment of vulnerability, Rogelio's dark resolve took hold. With a cold determination born of years of inner turmoil, he retrieved his 9mm handgun. The tranquil neighborhood was shattered by the deafening report of gunfire as he discharged the weapon multiple times, leaving his wife mortally wounded in his wake. Witnessing this unspeakable act were their 2 children, innocence thrust into a nightmare that no child should ever experience. The immediate aftermath of the shooting was marked by a haunting silence, a silence broken only by the desperate sound of a phone call. Overwhelmed by the enormity of his actions, Rogelio called his brother, his voice trembling as he confessed not only to the killing but also to a deep, crippling sense of despair.
Exactly what had happened.
I have 2 minors here that a family member is going to come and be with them. I already told my family member to take care of them because I know I'm going to go to jail.
He spoke of suicidal thoughts, a stark admission of a man whose inner demons had finally overwhelmed him. His brother, grappling with the gravity of the situation, implored him to seek help instead of taking his own life, and convinced him to dial 911.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Holtville Avenue.
And how did you do this?
I did it with a gun.
When law enforcement arrived, they were met with a scene that would be etched into the annals of Port Charlotte's history. A body lying lifeless by the front door and a father now in custody, facing the full weight of second-degree murder charges. News of the crime rippled through the community like a shockwave. Neighbors, who once marveled at the well-kept lawns and friendly smiles of South Gulf Cove, now whispered in hushed tones about the horror that had invaded their peaceful enclave. Local news outlets, including Fox 4 Now, highlighted the broader ramifications of the incident. Beyond the immediate grief of losing a loved one, the traumatic experience inflicted upon the children has sparked a community-wide call for increased support and intervention in cases of domestic violence. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. The neighborhood now rallies around those affected, with local authorities and support groups working to ensure that the scars of this tragedy do not go unnoticed. In the wake of the shooting, South Gulf Cove finds itself grappling with difficult questions. How can a community so serene be the backdrop for such violence? What measures can be taken to prevent a similar catastrophe? The tragedy of the Prestol family serves as a grim reminder of the hidden battles many face behind closed doors.
And the last person that she talked to was my mother. So I don't know if he assumed that he was talking with somebody else, but his jealousy and the obsession, it was big. He told me a few weeks ago, if I'm not with her, I can't be with anybody.
Battles that, if left unaddressed, can escalate into irreversible devastation. For those living with the shadow of domestic strife, local resources have become a lifeline. Charlotte County's Center for Abuse and Rape Emergencies stands ready to offer support, ensuring that individuals caught in cycles of violence can find a pathway to safety and healing. This story, rooted in painful reality, is a call to action, a plea for communities to confront domestic violence head-on and safeguard the innocent before another tragedy unfolds. As the legal proceedings against Rogelio Prestol continue, the community remains on edge. The echoes of that night serve as a perpetual reminder that trust, once broken, can unleash forces far beyond our control. In South Gulf Cove, where the night of January 26, 2025, will forever be remembered as the moment innocence was lost, hope now struggles to rise from the ashes. A hope that, with time and support, healing might eventually replace the memory of a shattered dream. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our video.